are at Shelters by Jesus podcast, and we are so excited that you're with us, you're watching, you're listening, you're hitting subscribe, you're hitting like, you're sharing with your friends, because that brings money in. And if you want to help get people off the street, you go to sheltersbyjesus.com. If you'd like to give, it's $9. We'll get somebody off the street. We also have 4 books out written by the dumb hick from Skowhegan, me. And they have 2 prices, $10 are free. And you put your name and address right there and tell if you want books 1, 2, 3, or 4, all of them. We'll mail them right out to you. You also can call the office at 207-474-8833 and give them your name and address there, and they'll ship it. But the other thing you can do is get a tour. When you call that number, say, I'd like a tour, and you'll meet the residents. You'll see everything we have. And we're just excited about you being a part of this. So now, on to the podcast. All right, we're here in Portland, Portland, Maine, and we're at an encampment for the homeless. And we're just excited to bring this to you, and I'm hoping that this is going to touch your heart like it has ours. Our eyes have been made wide open. It's the second encampment. I already did one. You've probably seen that on the first one we was at. And the first one we had Zach on it. Here I got a young lady. Her name is Marina. And I never heard the name Marina before, but it's like a marina. So she's got a story, and we're excited. She's willing to come on and share that, how long she's been on the street, and what it's all about, and what she's trying to accomplish. These folks need help from Jesus, and we need you to really think about what you can do as you hear these podcasts. So hang on, because this is going to be exciting. Here we go. So, Marina, thank you, and welcome to my Shelters by Jesus podcast. And you want to share what you shared with me about how long you've been on the street and what you're battling?
Well, I've been on the street since I was 13 years old, off and on. I started using hard drugs, heroin, at the age of 14. I was in and out of group homes and state care, so hospitals, all that. And currently I am 27 years old and a heroin addict. I want help getting off the streets and off drugs. It's been long enough, and I'm just tired of being sick and tired. I have a lot of faith in God and everything that I believe in. I just want to be successful, be able to.
You just want a normal life.
Yeah.
Right? Well, who amongst us don't want that? Right, Pastor Joe? By the way, I didn't announce who all's on here. This is Pastor Joe. He's from Gorham, and it is Grace Fellowship. Grace Bible Church. I keep getting you in Oxford mixed up. Grace Bible Church in Gorham. And beside him is Pastor Ron. And he is from here in the Portland area. And he does street ministry. So anyway, they're here with me. They're guiding us around. Ron is a bus driver here, and he moves people around, so he's touring with us. So just so you look at it and go, who's all those guys standing there? So if people watching this, what kind of things can be done to help you, Marina? Come right over there, Ron, right between. Just stand right there. There you go.
I mean, like I fly a sign to try to support myself, and I have people coming up to me all the time saying, "Get a job," or "You need to just do something for yourself." It's not that easy. I have disabilities that prevent me from being able to work.
Now, what's your disability other than the drug addiction? Do you have a disability besides drugs?
I have Asperger's.
You have Asperger's, okay.
And PTSD and bipolar, and it complicates my life. So
Absolutely.
I have a hard time dealing with people. So if I was to work, I'd have to find a job where it would just be me and like one other person.
Because you don't do well in crowds.
Yeah, I don't do well at all in crowds.
Are you able to do physical work?
Yeah, for the most part, I took a trip out of a third floor window, and
you did what?
I fell out of a third floor window when I turned 18.
Yikes!
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that, by the way.
No, I know.
The fall wasn't bad, but I bet that landing really stunk.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, it did. I thought it would. Bless your heart.
Bless you.
So you're healing up from that.
Yeah, that was. I had a compression fracture. That already healed, but I feel it every day.
Wow. Somebody your age shouldn't have to feel those kind of fractures every day. They're too young. So, what's it like? We're at an encampment. Could you describe where we're at and what it's like?
Well, we're at Frederick Street on off of out of Congress.
Okay.
It's everybody does their own thing. Like everybody is trying to make an income.
Okay.
Everybody is trying to survive. There's a lot of trading being done, a lot of buying, selling. There's like
Even amongst right here, you mean, with the folks here trying to get by that way?
yeah,
Okay.
like people sell like food and stuff that they make. It's really just one of them things. Like a lot of people don't realize how hard it is. It's not just rainbows and sunshines all the time to be homeless.
I imagine that you're pretty short-handed on rainbows and sunshine here.
Yeah.
So how do you get by?
I fly a sign.
You do what?
I fly a sign. I hold a sign on.
You fly a sign. Okay, I'm ignorant.
All right, let me explain. Okay, years ago, I had a couple, husband and wife, who were homeless in the woods behind Pine Tree Shopping Center.
That's where we are.
Yeah, and so what happened was when I met them, one time I was at the St. John Street Plaza,
Yeah.
and I saw her flying a sign, and I had
Okay.
I had
You
something
still haven't
to give her.
explained. What do you
Right.
mean flying
So-
a sign?
So this is what she told me to do, because I walked over and gave her what she had asked for, because I went and got it. And when I gave it to her, she said, "Do you want to fly the sign?" And I said, "Well, I've never done that before. What do I do?" And she said, "You just hold this here, and so you're on the side of the road or in the median strip where there's signs, and you hold that cardboard sign, which says
Buy at Joe's.
what they have in need of. Please help. I'm homeless. Or,
Oh,
please
so-
help with food."
All right, so it's
or
not like a
water.
business sign.
No, it's a cardboard sign that you hold there. And I'll be honest with you, I've never been in that position, and it really made me feel awkward. And so, it's
So you
it's really
holding.
something for
So they
somebody
asked
to
you
be
to hold
able
the
do
sign.
that,
So you held a sign that says.
because that's the only way you have to
Yeah.
make ends meet. To get you.
So you're
what you have need
dependent.
of.
So you're dependent on people that are going by. That's what you was doing.
Yeah.
Okay. I never.
And
I didn't know the
They give
terminology.
money or food,
Or
Yep.
people yell, "Get a job," or
or get a
be
job.
hateful. And I try not to let it bother me, because there's more good people than there are bad
Right.
or ignorant people.
Well, you know what? I hope that you're right, that there's more good than bad. And I hope some of them are watching right now on here going, maybe I could go help out, because I'm in the Portland area. Maybe it's something I could do for folks like Marina, because it's important.
Yeah.
Right, Joe? Now, Joe's got a church. No, how far away is your church from here, Joe?
About 12 miles.
About 12 miles. So it's not impossible for your church to be involved in something like this. So you may hang on when you watch this, guys, and your Pastor Joe's your pastor.
It would be impossible.
He may come knocking.
It would be impossible not to meet Marina and not.
There you go. Well, your people are seeing this, Joe, so you're putting them on the spot right now. And that's what I want to do. I want to help people like this. I want to help girls. I got a young daughter. I got granddaughters your age, right? Nikki, come here a minute. Come here. I want to do something. I want you to come upstairs. Where is she in the picture? I got to get her over here. All right. This is my youngest daughter, and wow, you're listening to this young lady. What are you thinking?
I can't possibly grasp what it takes to get by day for you. I can't. And I would move heaven and earth if I could to fix it for you. Because nobody should have to do and deal with what you're dealing with. Nobody should have to.
And not just that, but adding like the addiction part on it
Mhm.
too. That in itself is the real struggle there.
Well, my daughter has a grandson.
No, I have a son that is addicted.
Yeah, he's son.
My son.
Your son.
Grandson.
He's on.
I'm sorry.
He's also a heroin addict, and he is addicted, and he's on the streets in Bangor. We did get him help, and he did get off of it for a while, but the drugs are very hard to kick, and he needed it back on him. And I wish I could fix things for him as well.
And we had him at the shelter for a while, and while he was there, he stayed clean, but he ended up running the wrong people afterwards when he left. And that's a hard thing in a place like this. I mean, there must be other people doing drugs, so it's hard for you to. Isn't it hard to get yourself away from
Yes,
it?
it is. It is very hard. Even when I lived inside, because me and my fiance had an apartment over on Hemlock Street, and we had just gotten evicted from there. The landlords were looking for anything to really kick us out for, because they bought the building.
Okay, so it's another one of those where they buy the building and they want to clean out the tenants and put in somebody else.
Happens a lot.
We're hearing that story. We're seeing it on the news, not just hearing it. I'm watching it in the mornings. But this is going on a lot.
And we have a cat with us. So you know, for us, we had to bring not just ourselves and some of our stuff, like we lost most of our stuff, but we had to bring our cat with us.
So you got a homeless cat?
Yes, our cat is homeless and out in the woods.
Well, there's
behind
nothing
drugs.
worse than a homeless cat, honey. I'll tell you that right. See, this. Tell them what you think about cats, honey.
I love cats. I have a homeless cat.
Yeah, literally, he was at the homeless shelter. He was a stray, and so she ended up taking a homeless cat and giving him a home. So she's had a homeless cat.
He loves being out in the woods behind Pine Tree Shopping Plaza. He runs around there. He kills mice and birds, and he's.
So what's your cat's name?
His name is Ebony.
Ebony. Must be a white cat.
No.
Oh, my word. Nikki, is there anything you'd like to say to this young lady?
If we could do something for you today, what is the biggest need that you have that we could do for you?
We need a bigger tent. We are in
Another
a
tent?
small tent, and it is hard to fit me, him, and our cat in the tent, plus some of our stuff.
That's definitely doable.
Thank you.
Actually, the funny part is when we leave here, we're going to go. There's a guy at another place that wants a tent. It's a girl, not a guy. Hers is rotted, and we're going to go by when I take it to her. Another guy wanted a bike. We're going to pick that up, take him. And while we're there, what do you think?
I think
My wife, do you think we ought to get another tent for this young lady right here? What do you think?
Fiancé and her cat.
She wants a duplex, not just one.
You want to walk up and tell her you'll get her a tent?
She'll shoot you for putting
She's
it
all
out there.
she's so choked up. Look at her.
Her.
Well, my wife is over there. You guys can't see her, and she doesn't like it in front of the camera. She's a little emotional just listening to this and watching this young lady. This young lady is the age of our kids and grandkids, and it's not easy to hear this testimony. We wish we could fix it all. I'll tell you right now. I am truly, truly sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Truly sorry. Well, we're on time. Huh?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
In prayer.
Yeah, well, I'm going to hang on just a second. I want to tell you, you're going to be here for a little while? You're going to be
Yes,
on spot? All right. We will be coming back with a tent for you.
Thank you.
My, and your
Thank
fiance,
you.
my wife and my daughter and I will get together, pitch together, and we will bring you back a tent.
Thank you.
Because if you was my granddaughter, I'd want you to at least have a tent. I'll tell you right now. So we will do that.
Thank you so
So
much.
if you watch it, and you are watching, I that's a stupid thing I always say if you're watching. Of course you're watching! But you've heard from another encampment. Tents are so important. These folks are out to the weather. Sleeping bags. This
Yeah.
girl, if you have sleeping bags, maybe you got some, maybe you used to be a camper and you ain't a camper no more. COVID put an end to whatever. This place is to bring those sleeping bags, and this location is called what again, sweetie?
Frederick Street, and there's also one behind Pine Tree Shopping Plaza.
Pine Tree Shopping Plaza and Frederick Street.
Yeah.
And the one we were at is
Marginal Way.
Marginal Way. So those are all here in Portland, Maine. And man, if you're in the area or can get in the area, maybe you can talk to some friends, load up some stuff, and come and help these folk out. You want to be blessed to Jesus Christ? He says, if they're hungry, feed them. If they're thirsty, give them drink. Don't pray for them and tell them be warm, be fed, we'll catch you later. You know, we hear people crying. We want revival. We want people to come to our churches. You know where revival starts? This little girl right here. This is revival. Take care of this little girl right here. We'll start some revival. You want them to come to your church? You show up with stuff for these folk. And then invite them to your church. All right? They're not coming just to hear a message. They're not going to come just to hear the music. They're coming because somebody had compassion. Somebody's got a heart. Somebody cares. And they know there's help when they come to where you are. They'll turn to Jesus, and you are Jesus to these people right now. That's who you are. So please pray about it. It's very emotional being here. Words can't express how it feels to be in here. I can't even express it. But before we close, Pastor Joe's going to offer a word of prayer, and then I'll have some words of closing. Pastor, go ahead if you want to pray.
All right. So Father,
Pray for this young lady right here.
Father, we just come before you just in prayer for Marina and Lewis and Ebony.
Yes.
Father, we know that your eyes are on the sparrow and they are on them. But your heart is for them, that you have come that they may have life eternal. Come to offer it to them. Jesus. Father, we just pray for Marina for healing.
Please.
For healing of her addiction as well as Lewis. Yes. Father, that your provisions will be met. Father, for you are the God, our provider.
Yes.
Father, just bless Marina today, Father, and Lewis as well as Ebony and Jesus.
Amen. Well, I want to say thank you to you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting like, because that helps us. If you want more information about what we're up to, go to sheltersbyjesus.com or call our office at 207-474-8833. And if you're in this area and you need a contact, Pastor Joe is a great contact, and he keeps forgetting his phone number, but we're going to try and get it right this time. It's 207
409
409 91 59. Awesome. He got it right. I'm proud of him. We're excited. So in closing, I just want to say this. You all come back now here.